Hello students, lecture 114, History chapter 6, Print culture and the modern world. In this video lecture, we'll discuss about print before the age of modern print in India, then arrival of print in India, and religious reforms and public debate in context to India, that after coming or the development of print, in what way the religious reforms had taken place and how did people debate over it. So the first one is manuscript in India before the age of print, meaning before the printed text appeared in India, there was a different kind of written books, that is manuscript. Manuscript means written by hand, and they were available. And India's manuscript culture was very rich. In India, these handwritten books were available in Sanskrit, Arabic, and Persian languages, and in many other vernacular languages. Vernacular language means local languages. These were the handwritten manuscripts. They were copied on palm leaves or on handmade paper, vellum parchment, that is animal skin, and even on stones. And the production of these handwritten books was continued well after the introduction of mechanical printing. It was considered very expensive, time consuming, fragile in the sense that preservation of leaves, animal skin, or any other form on which the text was written by hand, they were fragile. They could not be preserved easily, and it could not be carried easily. It was voluminous, very heavy. So in Bengal, students were only taught to write, due to which many become literate without ever actually reading any kind of textbook. So that was the oral transformation of knowledge. So this was the manuscript in India before the age of print. Next is print comes to India. In mid 16th century, that is around 1556, the first printing press appeared in Goa, brought by Portuguese missionaries. Mid 16th century, Portuguese missionaries brought the printing press in Goa. Then Catholic priests printed the first Tamil book. Tamil language was the first book printed in 1579 at Cochin, and in 1713 the first Malayalam book was printed by them. For this, they learnt these vernacular languages: Konkani language spoken in Goa, Kannada, Tamil, and Malayalam. Then expansion of press had taken place very slowly, as the English presses grew quite late in India, even though the English East India Company began to import presses from the late 17th century. These presses were exported to India by English East India Company as a part of their business. Next, a weekly magazine named the Bengal Gazette, which was edited by James Augustus Hiike. It was again a problem with Britishers and James Augustus Hiike. Advertisements were published by Hiike, and he also published a lot of gossip about the company's senior officials in India, due to which many a times English British East India Company officials criticized him. And by the last of 18th century, end of 18th century, a number of newspapers and journals appeared in print. So this is a brief account of arrival and expansion of print in India, the important article. Mid-16th century by Portuguese missionaries at Goa. First was the Tamil book printed in 1579. Then another was the Malayalam books which were printed in 1713. Later on the translation work only, there was no new text was printed. Further Hindi, English, whatever it was only translation work done. So this is about print in India. Now the religious reform and public debate in context to India. After the spread of printed text material, religious issues became very serious from the early 19th century. People started criticizing the existing practices and campaigned for reform, fought for changes in the religious system, while others countered the argument of reforms. It means the society was divided into two parts, one who wanted changes in the religious established thoughts, one who did not. Second point in this, printed tracts and the newspapers spread new ideas and shaped the nature of debate, provided a material for debate and dialogue. New ideas emerged and intense, deep controversies erupted between social and religious reforms and the Hindu orthodoxy over the matters like widow immolation, commonly known as Sati Pratha, monotheism, the principle of one god, Brahminical priesthood and idolatry, that worshipping Murti Puja. All these were the subjects of controversies and people started debating over it. Next, in 1821, Raja Ram Mohan Roy published Sambad Kaumudi. These were further books printed on. In 1822, two Persian newspapers, that is Zame Jahanama and Samshul Akhbar, they appeared. In the same year, a Gujarati newspaper, the Bombay Samachar, it is a Gujarati newspaper named by Bombay Samachar, also published. After that, a Deoband seminary founded in 1867. It was a Deoband seminary which was founded in 1867, published thousands upon thousands of fatwas telling Muslim readers how to conduct themselves in their everyday lives and explaining the meaning of Islamic doctrine. So in Islam religion also there was a controversy. Then religious texts reached a very wide circle of people, encouraging discussions, debates and controversies within and among different religions. Newspapers conveyed news from one place to another and creating Pan-Indian identity. Pan-Indian means all over the world. Pan-Indian identities, identifying about Indian. So that's all about in this video lecture. Keep on watching, listening and reading. Thank you very much.